It's been so long since I posted a shuffle tutorial to YouTube, so we're back with a little spin tutorial. I hope you guys like it, and if you do, there's a ton more tutorials on theshufflevault.com. The website is organized by playlists so you can easily find moves and also organize them by difficulty, whether that be beginner, intermediate, or advanced. But I will be continuing to do tutorials on here because I missed you guys, so I hope you enjoy this one. This move I'm calling the Swish and Flick, which my Harry Potter fans, what's up? You know it's good. The reason I'm calling it that is because of the way you actually kick your leg, which I will explain in a minute. What we're going to start out with this move though is a little rocking motion, kind of like a little sea dragon. Ba, 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 ba. So my legs are just kind of rocking back and forth, and I'm always coming back to this like center. My leg is always coming back underneath me as I rock back and forth, but I'm hopping as I do this, right? So it's hop, hop, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. So there's two little hops always underneath me on either leg. So if we were going into this move, I might go in from like, let's say the running man in my perch position, and then I just kick my leg forward. So it's 1 and 2 and. So it'd be like running man, 1 and 2 and. Just as an example, to get into it, is you want to start the move on 1. Okay, so it's 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. So just practice that a few times because we're going to do it 3 times. We're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and. Okay, so starting forward always. I'm kicking it with my right leg, but you can do it on either side. So let's start with our right. We're going to go right leg forward, 1 and 2. 1 and 2 and 3 and. This is the next part, which is the spin, which is a swish and a flick. So what do I mean by a swish and a flick? Well, let's practice the kick on its own. So what you're going to do is you're going to brush your leg back. You're going to kind of swish it back as it's forward. So it's upright, and you're going to go swish, and then you're going to turn your knee out, and then you're going to go flick. So again, that's swish and flick. So kind of from this side so you can see it, it's still my right leg. It's swish, bring your knee out as you turn, and flick. Swish and flick. And just practice that a few times. Swish and flick. From the back so you can kind of follow along a little bit better. Swish and flick. You're doing like a 180 turn, right? Swish and flick. So as I swish and bring my knee out is when I start to turn, and then I finish the turn on flick. So swish, turn, flick. Swish, turn, flick. Swish, turn, flick. Adding that into our little rocking motion, we go 1 and 2 and 3 and swish and flick. So you see how it kind of goes together, right? So I'm rocking, and then I just automatically swish and flick. And I'm hopping on my stabilizing leg, or my standing leg as I do that, right? So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and swish and flick. So with the counts, it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. All right? Again, that's swing forward, swing back, swing forward, swish and flick. So just practice either part of those moves if you need to alone. Remember, it's just swish back, flick. And as I swish back, I'm turning, my knee comes out, and then I flick up. Swish and flick. And try and like use that little kicking motion, the swish and flick, to turn you around. Swish and flick. It's almost like you're going ba-da-da. Okay? Kind of think about it as like your momentum to turn. There's a couple different variations to do this, but let's practice this one first, okay? So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's going to be 5, 6, 7, 8. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. Now the other variation to do this is instead of doing the swish and flick on the forward, we're actually going to swish and flick with our back leg. Let me show you what it looks like. It's going to be the same rocking, so it's going to be right, left, right, and swish and flick. Notice how I swished and flicked with my left leg rather than my right. So again, right, left leg swishes and flicks. If I'm still doing that same rocking pattern and I'm coming down, what I'm going to do is I'm kind of already switching legs, right? So as I switch, this one brushes back. So it's switch, brush, and kick. So take it back to that rocking motion, right? We're already going like this. So you're already doing that kind of swish in that rocking motion, and then you just add in the flick. Okay? So it's ba, 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 ba. Switch forward, switch back, and switch. From the back, forward, back, and swish. Forward, back, and swish. And again, use that momentum of the rocking to kind of carry you to the other side. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're still swishing on 4 and 5. So let's try that together now. I'm gonna face this way first, and then I'll face the back, okay? So we're gonna go 5, 6, 7, 8. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, one more time. 5, 6, 7, 8. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. Those are 2 variations you can do. Now you can do all of those variations on the other side. So I personally find that I like to do the rocking with my right forward and then do the kicking with my right leg because I'm right leg dominant. But it's always good to be symmetrical, as I always say. So it's good to practice both. And also, if you're new, it's best to practice both because then you can be more symmetrical early on versus building bad habits. The other side would be left leg forward swishing. So we're going to start with our left leg as we do the rocking. So we're going to do left, right, left, ba, ba, ba. So that would be the backward swing, or it would be the left, right, left, back, and boom, boom. So same thing, you're just kind of doing it with the other side. Good job, guys. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I'll see you in the next one.